Hi, this is Chris with Peace of Mind Art and Crafts. Today we're going to learn how to make some clusters, and these are just little pieces of ephemera that you can use on in your journals and on other things, cards, journal pages. Really basically anything you can think of that you want to use them on, top of a box, that type of thing. And I came across this idea from Rachael at Roxy Creations. She had just done them all on a sheet of paper and then tore them out around. You'll notice that each one is on a piece of this craft paper as the base. And you can add things back behind the craft paper also, but to begin with, we'll just start on the base. I'll just show you a couple of these. And I usually put different sentiments on mine. This one says grateful, amor or amore. This one says notes. This one says believe in daydreams. And these do have a variety of different papers and fabric on them, buttons, etc., charms. The one that I made, I think I made approximately 9. I fit 9 on here. It was either 9 or 12. Anyway, I made quite a few just on this one sheet of paper. You can begin with any size craft paper, or if you want to, you can use a sheet of, for instance, 8 by 10 coffee dyed paper or tea dyed paper, if you have that. I like this craft paper. You can ink around it. It looks really nice. And I had quite a bit of it. First of all, I gathered all my snippet boxes, and I have these 2 snippet boxes that I use in my work, and what used to be in them was soap, and it has the added advantage of smelling really nice. So I get those ready, and I've also prepared some other lace and different other ephemera that I can use in my work. Okay, so let's begin. I'm gonna tack them down with a glue stick just to begin with, and then I'll go back later on and add some more other elements. So basically we're just going to start by tacking down a piece of fabric or lace or whatever to the background, and we'll space them. Let's see, we'll probably get 3 across here. So just whatever pieces you've got. And you can ink around them before or after, however it works out for you. Like I said, you can use paper, you can use fabric, anything you got. I kind of like this piece of paper. And you can put them in any direction. They don't have to be straight up and down. Like I said, the craft paper is the background, but that doesn't mean you can't add something underneath your craft paper when you're finished with that. You can always add more. So let's put this down. I've got my I usually try to use, for the background, I usually try to use kind of more of a plain type of paper. Sometimes I use music paper. Let's see, let's get something with this. It's using a ruler to tear this. And you can save your scraps in a box like I did, and then just whenever you need something, then just pull it out and use it. If you want to, as you go along, if you want to ink the edges of something, go ahead and do that. Go do that on here. And you can do it as you go too. You might want to wait until you're all finished and then just ink it all at once. That's fine too. I'm just using the glue stick. You can't use any other kind of glue. On Rachael, she actually sewed hers while they were still all on the paper. Or you can tear them and then sew them, which is what I did. I did a little bit of sewing on some of them. Some of them I didn't do any sewing at all on. So it just depends on what you like, what kind of effect that you want to get. So inking this. How much time I have? I'm going to try to make this a short video. Sorry I've been away for so long. I do have a video that is ready to go out that hopefully I'll be able to put up soon. Let's see, I think I will be able to fit around 9 on here. Like this paper. If I put this one down first. And this one I had already torn, but I decided I'd just go ahead and put both pieces down. That's a good one. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead. Now, what you can do is you can just keep layering these up. Just keep adding things onto them as you go. Look good there. If you, like I said, if you want to use a different kind of glue, you can do that also. Let's see. I've got some cutouts here. There's a piece of fabric that I kind of like. Let's see if that'll work on there. Snip here. I think I'll use my art glitter glue to do this one. If you're new to this, this glue is called Art Glitter Glue. It's by a company. That's actually the name of the company, Art Glitter. And it doesn't really have anything to do with glitter as far as the glue goes. I guess you could use it with glitter. But it comes with a really nice thin spout that you can put it on a very thin coat of it. And another reason I like it is because it dries really fast. Excuse me. It's kind of like tacky glue, only it's not as thick. And you can put like a thin layer on it, on. Got some laces we can use. that, and then just keep working your way around with laces, ribbons. You might want to kind of wait until the end to put any charms or heavier or buttons or anything on. I actually sewed my buttons, hand sewed my buttons onto mine, which gives it a nice look. I'll show you one of those. Here we go. This is kind. But you can also glue your buttons. Another trick is, if you want to glue your buttons, is to actually just sit down with a bunch of buttons and sew them, putting the thread in and out, and then tying the knot in the back of the button. And then so when you have, they'll be ready just to glue down, and it'll give the look like they're sewn down. That's a fun way to do it. Excuse me while I have a drink of water. Okay. Here's a some, and it doesn't matter that I'm getting this ink on the paper as I go. It just makes it just ages it up nicely for something later. See, am I in frame? Yeah, I think I'm okay. I hope everyone is doing well. Looks like that some states may be able to start doing some going out, and then of course still following the rules as far as staying apart. So we're not sure how that's going to work, are we? But I think as long as we listen to the experts, that we should be okay as far as when to go out. I mean, you're always taking a chance, but then you're taking a chance going out every day anyway, so. And when you drive your car, you're taking a chance. Okay. Piling things on. It's a ticket I like. It says play. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to tear one of these so that I can show you how they look when they're torn, and then kind of finish it up for you. So basically what you do is you just go around, once you have enough down there on your background, you go around and you tear it off. Okay, now if I was making if I had all of these that each had, you know, 4 or 5 pieces on them already, like this one does, then I would tear them all out together. But I'm going to put this big one aside and tear those later. Now I need to determine what size I want this to be. I think I want it to be quite a bit smaller than this. So I'm going to tear some pieces of it off. put it on my wax paper so I can ink around it. I might want, let's see how that would look on there. I think it's a little bit too big. Maybe one of these. I like those. This came in ribbon form. I believe I got it at Hobby Lobby. Okay, let's see what else I want on this. What I can do is I can put something under it so it peeks out from the back. I kind of like that. It's too much over here on this side though, so I think I'm gonna. I'll cut it from this bottom part. And I'll save that. I can still use that for something. One of the other snippets, maybe. Okay. I think I'll use my fabric tack glue on this one. Use it on this edge. And glue that down. This is another type of glue that I use. It's called 3-in-1, or it's also called a fabric tack glue, and it is by the company called Beacon. And either one, they work the same. Okay, so let's set this on here. Move it down. This fabric tack is kind of similar to hot glue, only it's, you know, got a lot more advantages than hot glue does. Okay, let's see if that would fit on there now. I'd have to cut it off. Kind of like it over there. And I think I will use my fabric tack glue also. Again, since I'm gluing down to fabric, stuff takes a little while to come out, and besides that, I'm also almost out of it. I think it's got about a fourth left in here, fourth of a bottle. One thing you can do after you put the lid on this is you can set it down into a cup or a mug so that it sets like that once you have the lid on it. Okay, I like that. Okay, and you can decide if you want a button on it or trim or a bling. I might want a charm on this one. Let me see what I've got. Here's my charm box. Sorry about the noise. Put my caps back on. Don't want too much stuff on there. That's too much. Butterfly. Kind of like that. Let's do that. Okay. And usually if you're gluing down heavier things like charm, things with metal, wood, use your fabric tack, or you can also use tacky glue if you don't have fabric tack. And like I said, tacky glue is just a heavy glue that bonds fast. It's kind of a little bit gunky. Okay. And I could really put any kind of butterfly on there. It could be a charm. It could be a piece of paper. It can be one that I cut out of a piece of fabric. I kind of want. So, there we have our little snippet. And I'll show you what it looks like on a page. What do I do with my... Well, I guess I'm not going to show you what I can do, how it looks on a page, because I can't find a page. Okay, here's an old book. Okay, so you could glue it onto a page of your journal. And if you glued it on like two sides here, then you could use it as a tuck spot. Bring it up a little further on the page, and you can use it as a tuck spot for a tag or something else. If you were making a card, you could use it on the front of the card. Just glue it down. Still put something behind it if you want. You know, there's endless possibilities. So thank you for joining me today. This is Chris with Peace of Mind, Art and Crafts, and I wish you all peace of mind. Come back again and see my videos. Thanks.